Hi, it's me again with Corel tips and tricks. Early this morning, I posted a video of making an arrowhead up. So this is part two. And if we go down this arrowhead, go down the one I just made, and look what it did. Otherwise, let me back up, see if I can back up there. Before I knew about this, so if you're a subscriber, turn me on to this. Well, there's one I've already created too. But if you don't, so we're just going to create one. And we're going to make and it would help to know if you're going to make let's make all your arrowheads 16 inches or 16 points. Now we're going to take a line. Well, we can make a new arrowhead right now. Go to object. In part one, I mentioned it was over here in earlier version. Create an arrowhead. You know what? It's making it solid. So let's do this. Let's make it 16 points. No, let's make it 36 points for the video. And now I'm going to go to object, convert the outline to an object. So now when we make the arrowhead, hopefully it'll make it correct. And we're going to go to create an arrowhead. Yep, that's exactly what we want. So let's just say, okay, so we made the arrowhead. So if you're a subscriber, watch this. And if you'll go to Windows, Dockers, and Properties, right down here is a way to edit it. And we want to edit this right here. Now, if you don't have it selected, well, we haven't created a line yet. So let's make one. Let's make a line and make it, I think we made it 24 points. Now let's make it 36 points to kind of match our arrowhead. And then we're going to grab this new arrowhead. And see, this is what I didn't like originally. So with that selected, you can go right here, and I'm kind of glad I made the mistake because now the edit shows up and we can change the distance that line goes into the item, and we could have it right on top of it. And then say, okay. So now when we draw with that arrowhead, and you could do pretty much any shape with the exception, if it's an angle, it might not fit in there correctly. So we're going to go to arrowhead, and we got that new shape. And look at that. Now, one thing I have not figured out yet, why that is right there. Let's try this. Let's go to here. Of course, if you go to all this trouble, you could just draw that, convert it to an outline, and, well, that didn't work. But I need to figure out how to get rid of that because you cannot move it now. Maybe we could edit it again. I still don't completely understand what I'm doing. There, if we could just barely have it touch. There we go. Now we're talking, I think. So if we draw our 2-point line, it automatically kind of saves it, I think. 36 points, add an arrowhead, it'll be the last one, voila. But that shape, no big deal, you could draw a line. The arrowheads are kind of neat because you're adding arrows, but you could add your own arrows. You don't have to use the ones that Corel gives you. You don't have to use that, and they won't really show up till you make them bigger. But you can have your own arrow. Well, this video wasn't too long. Let's just make one. Let's just make an arrow. Tell you what, we'll just go to common shapes and go to, let's pick this arrow right here. Let's say there's no arrows in there that you like. Let's just change it up a little bit. Let's go convert the outline to an object, and then put the outline back. And what we could do, let's say you're going to make this one yours. And we could right click and add nodes. Well, it didn't really add too many nodes. No, yeah, there we go. It added some nodes that time. Let's say we're going to make this arrowhead ours. And we want it to look like this. I don't know why it filled it in, but that's beside the point. Well, I don't know exactly how you know what, there's two sets of nodes there. Let me just delete one. There we go. That's how I did it. Now it's filling it in. I don't understand that. But so what we're going to have to do is left click and actually take the virtual segment delete key and delete these lines. So now we have our own arrowhead. Let's make it, we've been doing everything else at 36 points. Yeah, that looks like not very good. Let's go ahead and fix it. I'm just trying to get you to understand, or help me understand. We could take these two nodes and join them. There we go. Let's say we're going to call that our arrowhead. So we could go here and go effects, object mean, create arrowhead, and see the line, but don't worry about it. Now we're going to draw a straight line, and we'll make it that 36 points, and we'll add an arrowhead, our new one. But we got that effect, so we can go here to edit it, and we could move it over. You'll get the, just start going uphill. And what we probably need to do the exact same thing, just have it just to the edge. I'm going to call that good and say, okay. Now let's see what happens when we draw a straight line. And you can do any object. It has to be at a meet. You know, it can't, a star, you're going to have a little bit of trouble. I mean, but that's pretty cool if you wanted to do that. Anyway, I hope that helped somebody someday, and thank you for watching.